I assume you're talking about the price action, Forex price action courses. I do know that there's a few other guys out there offering them. And the way that mine is different is, first of all, I teach various patterns that they don't. So we go into, head and shoulders, channels, double tops and double bottoms. We talk about trend lines. We use trend lines to identify shifts in the trend before they even happen. And, furthermore, what really separates mine is that I'm in there. I'm in the trenches with my members every single day. And, at least from what I've heard, I think what you'll find is, and I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus here, but with a lot of the other communities, the coach or the creator of the course isn't as involved as I am. So, I make it a point to get involved with my members. I've even gotten on the phone with some of them before. I had one guy who was about to go full time and he wanted to talk on the phone prior to doing so. So I actually spent about 45 minutes talking to him on the phone. So, that's what really separates my group from others. All right, let's see. Muhammad wants to know if I offer signals, and I get asked this question probably at least once a day. So I want to be clear that it is not a signal service. If you want a service that's going to simply tell you where to buy and where to sell, this is not it. And I can tell you that I do that because if I were to just tell you where to buy and sell, I would be doing you a disservice. You're not going to become consistently profitable by simply listening to somebody else and following their direction. All right. So I take a more hands-on approach where I want to actually teach this stuff and I want to create profitable traders. And the only way I can do that is by not spoon feeding. So in other words, not telling people exactly where to enter. Now, with that said, I do occasionally offer what I'm doing inside the community. So in fact, just the other day, I mentioned that I was selling the euro, and I did post that inside the community along with my reasons for doing so and my profit target for the trade. So I do occasionally post inside the community, but that's more to get the conversation started. It's not, it's not meant to be a signal. All right. So, I don't provide signals, but I do occasionally talk about what I'm doing. And with that said, I'm also open to, if you ask me what I'm doing or positions I have open, I'm more than happy to talk about that. So I'm not a closed book, but I also don't want to, just tell you where to buy or sell. Because if I do, there's no point for you to actually learn it, which is the whole point of my program. All right, so James wants to know if I trade anything other than currencies. I don't personally, but as I showed in the members area, we do actually have metals and commodities because we have traders who do trade, things like gold or oil or things like that. So we do have forums for it, but I don't personally trade them. So I only trade currencies, but again, we've got guys in there who have been doing this for years and they do trade commodities and metals. Okay, Nicolay, I hope I'm not butchering your name too much, asks, what other strategies do I teach in the members area? So in addition to the ones that I covered today, so I guess just to give you a complete list, for candlestick strategies, we trade the engulfing bar, the inside bar, pin bar, and then for chart patterns, it's, the head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, double tops, double bottoms, ascending and descending channels, and we also trade wedges. So that can be an rising wedge, a falling wedge. And I also do teach something called a blind entry that doesn't require price action. So it's a little bit more advanced, but I do cover that as well. So the bottom line is there's plenty, even on the 4-hour and daily charts, there's plenty of opportunities every month for the strategies that I teach. Here's one from Sean P. He asks, why did I start the members area? Well, Sean, there's actually a few different reasons. I touched on it in the beginning a little bit, but so back in 2014, I was profitable at this time. I had been for a couple of years, and because I was trading the daily charts, I had a lot of free time on my hands. I probably checked my charts about 20 or 30 minutes each day. And so it was kind of a combination of having a lot of time on my hands, and I also enjoy teaching. So, I thought, why not create a website around the topic that I love? Because I'd say borderline obsessed with trading. And so I figured, you know what, why not start a website where I can spend my time talking about something I love, and B, I can also give back to people and teach, which I also enjoy. So it was kind of a combination of factors, but it all started with the fact that I had all this free time on my hands. All right, folks, I'm going to take just one more question. I'm sure there's others out there, but